Good afternoon, everyone. It is 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Sorry I had to postpone the show for a little bit later in the afternoon, but I had an opportunity to go to the farmer's market and pick up a whole bunch of veggies and fruits and stuff, and well, I certainly didn't want to pass that up. So here we are. Don't forget to click on live chat. Don't forget to join us during our next reveal as well. We got this 1936S. Make sure this is the 36S. Yes. 1936S. Original bank wrap roll from the Security National Bank of Los Angeles. This roll's been wrapped up here like this for almost 90 years. 84, was it 84 years? Something like that. So let's see who's here. Techstar, Farm Dog, Kelly Michaud, Jim Fletcher, Joe McBride, Levels of Madness, Jessica, Farm Dog, Jeeping John, Raymond Longy, Dell's Treasures. If I haven't said it already, Kelly Michaud, Eric Bayer. I got a lot of people here. I appreciate it. Full Spike Ted Die Crack. Spike Ted Die Crack is here too. Got one end open. Let's work on the other end here. Now, if this is anything like the last 1936S roll that we went through, which was a sister roll to this one, there's no reason why it shouldn't be the same. We found actually 15 examples of 1936S RPM number 1 in the last roll that was very similar to this one we went through. And here we go. Wrapper over the coins. All the way unrolled. There we go. Entire roll of coins ready to go. Okay, let me get my bag. Put the names in the bag. And definitely good luck to everyone. Hello, Akram. Coin Junkie. James Eubanks. Let me get you modded in. You'll notice everybody's name is blue and everybody has a wrench next to their name. Sissy Atwell. Kevin Speaks. This is because we've had problems with trolls. And if I have given you the wrench, then that means you are a real person, not a troll. And we recognize that. Alright, here's the first coin, Levels of Madness. Not an RPM. It's just a little issue on the obverse because, well, this is the end of the roll. And we expect the end of the roll to not be quite as nice as some of the other coins in the roll. Flip it over and it should be pretty nice. And we do have a pretty nice coin on the reverse. There's no hub doubling here. So that'd be coin number 1 for the roll. Goes to Levels of Madness. Now for number 2. Number 2 will be CM Silver. Nice looking 1936S here. A nice red coin. Nice luster. No die variety though. Jared, yes, I have sold all of the coins in this roll, and welcome. We do have a 1937S roll that is from the same source. Coins are the same price, $25 a coin. I have been notified that the 37S roll is a very high quality roll. It's a very nice roll. Okay, well there's coin number 2, CM Silver. Let's move along. Hello, Majestic. Let me give Jared a wrench. There we go. We're getting most of the people who watch us wrenches. All right, third coin in the roll, Joe McBride. Joe McBride, let's see what you get. Oh, is it one of them? I think it is. That's 1936S RPM number 1 right there. Let me zoom into it so we can get a really good close look at it. So you can all see exactly what we're looking for. Let me bring up the light. Bring in the focus a little bit better. Now, you see that little thing to the left of the mint mark? Right out next to the lower serif? That's the lower serif of another mint mark punch. So there are 2 mint mark punches here. That makes this a repunched mint mark. You can see it a little bit better right there. This is a 1936S repunch mint mark. It's an S over S West. So there's our first one for this roll. Definitely not disappointing at all. We get our first one here with 3 coins in. Very nice, clean Gem BU coin. Well worth it. Absolutely. Let's look at the reverse here. Couple of very minor, small black spots. Right there below the A of America and below the right wheat stem. We're still talking about a coin that could achieve 66 status here. Very, very nice. So Joe gets our first RPM for the roll. It's coin number 3. And let's move on to coin number 4. Coin number 4 will be for Go Wi-Fi. Go Wi-Fi will take this nice BU coin. And it does not have the repunch mint mark. Nice coin with nice surfaces. A little bit of color here and there. We didn't find anything on the reverses of the last roll that we went through from this lot. So I would expect that we're probably not going to find any double die reverses on these coins, but you never know. Yeah, they probably came from the same bag, but we want to just be sure. Hello, Coin Captain. Adam Chambers. So this one's for Jim Fletcher. Let's see what Jim comes out with. I want everybody to get one of these RPMs. I really do. Yeah, Jim did not get one with this coin. Turn the light down just a little bit. There we go. Jim did not get one of the RPMs. Nothing else going on with the obverse on this coin. Let's take a look at the reverse and see what happened on the other side. Just a little bit of spottiness with this one. All right, that's coin number 5. A little bit of a spotty coin on the reverse. The obverse is very nice. For coin number 6, Don Harmon. Don Harmon will get this coin. Not an RPM. Not an RPM. Let's take a look at the rest of the coin, see what we end up with. Nothing on the obverse. Let's take a look at the reverse. Actually ran into a 1942S double die reverse today that only has doubling on the inside half of the right wheat. Not sure very many people would even notice that unless they saw photos of one. I pulled it out of a book of stuff that I had gathered probably 25 years ago and almost missed it all together and discounted the coin as not a double die. And then I took the opportunity to look a little closer. Boom, there it was. Levels of Madness gets this one. What does Levels end up with? This one is not a repunchment mark. Not a repunchment mark here. No doubling on the eye, no doubling in trust. Nothing in Liberty or the ear. I'm checking all these areas as I go over the coin just to make sure I know what I'm pulling. Okay, nothing on the reverse. That's coin number 7. Levels of Madness, now coin number 8. Coin number 8 will go to Don Harmon. We do have an RPM. Bam, that's our second RPM number 1. Goes to Don Harmon. You can see it. For those who just joined a little bit late, you can see it as an extra lower serif to the left of the lower half of the mint mark. You can see a little button sticking out of the left side of the S. That is your extra lower serif. That is an extra mint mark, repunch mint mark. Hello, Hawkeye. Do I have a lot of good coins? I guess I do. I don't know, I guess if I just stopped selling altogether and went right back to collecting, what would I end up with in my collection? Got a lot of stuff. I have somewhere north of 500 BU rolls of wheat pennies. Don't know exactly how many. I'm going to get into doing an inventory. After I finish this big lot sale that we're going to do on Tuesday, I'm going to start working on running an inventory of everything I've got left. Because I plan on selling a good half of my inventory. Between this sale and another one I'll probably have in another month or so. Gosh, Levels can't get you an RPM. I think I got you one last time though. But this one is not an RPM. Get it focused in a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, I've got lots of rolls here that I've never opened. Lots of them. Well, I get so many of them. I mean, even if I wanted to sit and open rolls, I wouldn't get anything else done. I'd never have a show ready. I'd never have an auction ready. Hello, Jeff Dunn. Hawkeye and Jeff Dunn. Got more people here. Got 37 people watching right now. Only got 21 likes. I'm working for you, folks. Trying to get more RPMs out of this roll. Trying to squeeze more out. Let's see. One of these. Hang on, I have to do a little bit of... Yes, I can, Joe. I will explain just a moment. I made the mistake of pulling one of the RPMs over to the regular stack. Now I have to go back and remember which coin it was so I can get it over to the RPM stack. Hang on just a second. There it is. It's this one for Don Harmon. So we've got 2 RPMs so far in this roll. So here's what I do. And this will be rehearing it again for a lot of other people, but Let's see, John Brandon Bow goes next. So, what I do is I sell original rolls of Lincoln cents, like this. This is an original roll that's never been gone through. We don't have any idea what's inside of it. So, I sell each individual coin in the roll so that you can have the opportunity of owning a coin that comes out of an original bank-wrapped roll prior to the bank wrapper ever being pulled off the roll. And so then once I pull it off like this here and I've got the coins ready to sell, I draw your names, the people who purchased spots in the roll, out of this bag. And get your name out of the bag, and put it right here, and the next coin in the roll belongs to you. So whatever is on this coin right here belongs to John Brandon Bow. So now we're going to look at his coin under the microscope and talk about it. Whatever this coin is, we're going to talk about it. Well, it's a nice gem 1936S Lincoln cent, but it does not have an RPM. So John Brandon Bow is going to get a very nice example. Now let me show you. If you're looking at these things at full zoom magnification, they kind of look a little ratty because, well, you're seeing a lot of stuff. But if you look back up here, you can see that this is a very nice coin. Very nice 1936S bright red coin. Let's see if I can get my lighting turned up a little bit on it. There we go. Nice bright red coin with lots of luster. Lots of luster. Flip it over here real quick. Show you the reverse of this coin. So it is a nice roll. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these coins. And there happens to be examples of repunchment mark number 1, RPM number 1, which typically in a nice gem BU condition sell for between $75 and $85 a piece. Given that they will sell for $75 to $85 a piece on eBay or other places, anyone who happens to run into one of these repunch mint marks in this roll automatically has profited from this venture, because the coins that I pull from the roll go to you. They do not stay here. You don't get consolation prizes. You get the coins that come out of the roll. Gosh, look at this one. This one belongs to Don Harmon. He's already got an RPM number 1. I believe this might be another one. The reason I'm looking at these up close is because, well, that's what it takes. I'll see if I can focus in at this level and get us a good look at the mint mark area to see. No, I don't think it's close enough. Let's get a little closer. There we go. That's close enough. Turn the light down a little bit. And this is a normal coin. This is not one of the repunch mint marks. What we are looking for in this particular roll is for an extra little button on the left side of the lower half of the mint mark. And that would be an extra lower serif. I see my camera's deciding to act up on me. It blanks out for a couple of seconds once in a while. When that happens, we just have to pause and let it do its thing and wake back up, and we can keep moving. But that's what we do. Now, here's how it works. During the Tuesday evening auctions, generally during the Tuesday evening auctions, which start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so it's Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we go through the auction lots, and then after we're done going through the auction lots, I go through the rolls that I would be doing that given week. Mr. Fletcher gets the next coin. This was one of the rolls that was put up for availability this past week during the Tuesday auction. So what we have done is made the spaces available, the 50 coins available for purchase. People have purchased them. They're all sold now. So now we go through and we open the roll and we take a look at it. Anyone who gets a die variety out of this roll will have a flip insert, because this is the flip insert right here. It's a numbered flip insert that helps everyone remember that this was coin number 12, and coin number 12 would belong to Jim Fletcher. So coin number 12, if this were a repunch mint mark, I would change that flip insert right there to reflect the variety number that was being sent to Mr. Fletcher, so that if he is a variety collector or if he wants to sell the coin, he has a definite identification by a reputable source of what is on that coin, so it will garner its premium value. There's levels of madness. We've gone through rolls. We have found, let's see, I remember we went through a 1938 roll, I believe it was, a nice BU roll of 1938s, and we found a clipped planchet, a gem BU 1938 clipped planchet. That was an amazing find. We found double dies. We went through a 1943 D roll one time and found that about a fourth of the roll was either double die obverse or repunch mint marks, which automatically takes a nice, well, it takes a nice BU coin, which would be generally 8 to 10, maybe $15, and turns it into a $25 to $50 coin, just like that. So we're kind of playing a lottery, sort of a lottery, because we buy this roll together. You guys will get the coins out of the roll by having purchased the slots and having them randomly drawn from a bag. And then you get that coin. This coin right here will go to Deanne. Deanne is a very interested collector. And is getting a nice, gemmy, uncirculated coin here. Really nice gem. Very, very few marks of any kind on this coin. These coins are looking pretty good, aren't they? Robert Adams in the house. Cuds R Us. Paula Bloom, I missed you coming in. So here we are at coin number 15. This will go to Jeff Stanley. These are very nice coins in this roll. There's another repunch mint mark. You see the little button on the lower left-hand corner of the S mint mark there. We'll zoom in on this one so that we can see it a little closer. Everybody will get a good idea of what we're looking at as soon as I can get us focused in. Hang on. There we go. I'll get us focused in on here. And then I will change my lighting. You see that little thing on the left-hand side of the mint mark, that little raised bump? That's an extra lower serif to an S mint mark. And so that makes this a repunch mint mark. Repunch mint marks are worth decent money to collectors, especially ones this early in this kind of condition. Let me refocus my scope back out. There we go. Turn the light back down. So there's your RPM again. Let's take a look over the rest of the obverse of the coin. I was looking right at a contact mark right there out in the field. Probably knocked this one down to a 64, maybe 65 for that very reason, but still you've got a bright red uncirculated 1936S repunch mint mark here. Very, very nice. So that's what I do. That's what I'm doing here, and that's what we are going through. Jeff Stanley paid $25 for this coin. Having paid $25 for this coin, he's going to get about a $60, $70, $80 coin here. So here's the next person, Kevin Speaks. If you want to get involved in buying spots in these rolls that we go through, I do anywhere between, I would say, 5 and 10 of them per week. Generally, in most weeks. They are usually sold in the Tuesday night auctions. Coin Night live auction every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Sometimes I do get out additional rolls during the reveals. During these shows, I will get out rolls and sell rolls at the end of the reveal. And also, once in a while, I'll just pop a roll up on Facebook and sell it strictly on Facebook to whomever happens to be there. I want to spread the wealth to everyone I possibly can. Anybody who is interested in these shows, I want them to be able to invest in their collection. Yes, these RPMs are worth certification. The thing is I don't think that you're going to get them certified through PCGS because they're not listed in the Cherry Picker's Guide. If you sent it into Annex, you would get the die number on it, and it would be a listed repunch mint mark through either the Kaneka system, the Wechsler system, or the Copper Coin system. But since the FS system does not list this RPM, you would not be able to get it in a PCGS holder annotated with the RPM number. Okay, got nothing on that one. That's Greg McCoy. Still a really nice gem coin. I mean, for those of you who've been through the last roll, the coins that you got then, these are of very similar quality. Kevin Speaks. Kevin Speaks will get the next coin. A lot of those coins were nice Gem BU coins. And ending up with 15 repunch mint marks out of the roll, it was one of the more valuable rolls that I've ever been through. So far we have 1, 2, 3 of these. We have 3 RPMs out of this roll. It doesn't look like we're going to have quite the number that we did in the last roll, but 15 is a rather exorbitant number to expect. I would generally expect between 6 and 10. So let's see who we've got next. Go Wi-Fi. Go Wi-Fi gets this coin, and it is not an RPM. Pretty nice looking 1936S. And that's coin number 19. Moving on to coin number 20 now. Will be for Bulldog. Bulldog USMC. And he does not get one of the RPMs. It's a nice clean looking coin though. Pretty super looking coin. See if the reverse comes out real clean. If it does, this could be a 66 level coin. Yeah, this is nice. Real nice. There you go, Bulldog. Got yourself a really nice coin, even though it's not an RPM. Next up, Techstar. Techstar, this is Techstar's first coin. Decided to get involved in this for the first time. Does not have an RPM here. I would love to be giving everyone an RPM. I would like for this whole roll to be RPM. But that's generally not going to happen. Hello, Rudy. Let me get you a wrench here real quick. Have to put everybody on moderator who I trust to be in here because we had problems Tuesday at the auction with a troll. But we're doing well here now. Yeah, Kelly, NX doesn't require membership like the other companies do. All right, here's another new person, Jason A. Jason A is another one of our new people, and he does get an RPM. Here's 1936S RPM number 1 right there. A nice, clean-looking coin. Now, if anybody wonders about the timeliness of having these sent out, you have to realize that what I do after I go through these rolls is relook at all the coins in the roll to make sure that I didn't miss anything. And as I do that, I attribute any die varieties that happen to be in the roll. I attribute them, I annotate them, I create new flip inserts for them, and if I need them for photography, for the Copper Coins website, I'll take photos of them too. And when I take photos of them, you'll get the credit for the coin on the website. There's Paul Hampton. It's a nice bright 1936S, but it is not one of the RPMs. So what you end up with is a coin that has been photographed for the Copper Coins website and belongs to you. Or there'll also be times that I will find brand new listings, and after having gone through an entire list of repunchment marks or double dies looking for the die that we found in this roll or in any given roll, can't find it, I end up listing it as a new one. If I list it as a new one, you guys who get those in the roll are at that point in time the only people known to have them. So you got something that at that point in time, it's a rarity. We might find more of them later on at some point, but we never know. Midnight Silver Run. Yeah, the charge to grade coins through NX is going to be different based on the services that you request. Variety services cost a little bit more than non-variety services. Here's John Brandon Bow. Let's see if we can get one for John Brandon Bow here. Nope. No RPM this time around. Yeah, turning in a coin that has my signature on the flip, they're not going to question what the attribution is because, well, that's why I do it. I send it into, I give you the coin with all of the power that you need, or the, oh, there we go, there's another RPM. This one goes to CM Silver. I give it to you with everything that you need to be able to take it to NX and show them, hey, Chuck says this is this. They won't question it. They'll look it up. They'll back it up a little bit, and then they'll put it in a holder for you. And I have discussed with them in the past, and they should, if you request, they should put plate coin on your label if the coin that I sent to you indeed is a plate coin. None of these will be plate coins simply because I have already photographed a very nice example of this particular die, so there's no need to go back and do more photos. Here's Go Wi-Fi. What does Go Wi-Fi get? Not an RPM. Unfortunately. The Wexler site does list more things. Every one of us have our own strengths and weaknesses with regard to listing systems, so it's never a bad idea to use all three websites, Variety Vista, DoubledDie.com, and CopperCoins.com. If you have all three of those in your arsenal, you are going to have a pretty good and thorough list of varieties from which you can choose, or which may be your variety that you're hunting. I was looking to see what this was. I thought I had run into another one and not put it over on the special list, but I did. So I was just checking that real quick. And so there's Go Wi-Fi, coin number 27, which is another normal coin. Here's Shannon McCord gets coin number 28, and this is coin number 28. It is an RPM. It is one of the 1936 SRPM number 1 coins. God, look at the color on that. It's got a nice color on it. It's just in one little spot though, or a few little spots. Really small spots got color. A little scrape on the shoulder. It's nice that the contact marks that it does have do not affect the mint mark at all. Alright, so we've got another 3-punch mint mark in the roll. This makes 6 now. We're barely halfway through the roll and we've got 6, so we could end up with the same number in this roll that we did in the last. And coin number 29 goes to Chuck Patillo. And this is coin number 29. Not an RPM, but still yet a very nice coin. See those 2 die scratches right there under the O of God? I've seen that a lot in this roll. So we may only have 3 or 4 different dies that we're dealing with here, which is possible out of the San Francisco Mint. I'm not really sure how many dies they would run at once, how many presses they had running. I do not know the answer to that. I could probably get the answer to that. Let's see. Another really nice coin, though. They're really nice gem coins here. High quality roll, folks. This is one of those high quality rolls that over time I've been sourcing from Blaine Newport. And we have a very nice quality 1937S roll, which is basically a sister to this roll. See, there's your die scratches again that show you don't have the RPM. So the 1937S roll that I have came from the same hoard, actually came from the same bank. There's somebody back in those days with some extra money to spend threw out a few dollars for some rolls of pennies and hid them away in a nice cool dry place, and here we are some 80 some odd years later. So that was Doug Reese. Kelly Michaud is next, and Kelly Michaud will get not an RPM. Go ahead and tell it, Blaine. Take it away. Blaine's in the chat here. This roll came from him, so he knows the history about it. And he'll bring it up in conversation. Hello, Ida. How the roll reveal works. Okay. I get original rolls from different sources that I know provide decent quality rolls. Then I make the coins in the roll available for sale before the roll is opened. And so there's a lot of rolls that I offer at $1 or $2 or $3 per coin. After the 50 spots in the roll sell, there's Shannon McCord, sometimes within 5 seconds, literally, sometimes within 5 seconds, Shannon gets himself an RPM there. I think he's already got one of them out of this roll. Yep, he has already got one out of the roll. This is his second one out of this roll. So now he's got 2 RPMs, RPM number 1s. So the roll is opened. We go through the roll. I pull your name out of a hat, put it down here so that we can see who's getting that coin. That's over there. And then that coin goes in a holder with that person's name and it gets mailed to them. It's pretty much that simple. I don't do any raffles. I don't do drawings where you pay for spots and you're put in a random drawing for a coin. I don't do that kind of stuff. This is straight up buy and sell. I'm selling 50 coins out of a gem roll. You're buying your share of those 50 coins. I draw your name, and the coin I draw goes directly to you. Came from an old coin dealer that went out of business in 1955. The coin store's contents were then put into safe deposit boxes and passed to 2 brothers. They just picked all that out and started selling it about 2 years ago. So these had been in the hands of a coin dealer for a number of years. I have to take a better look at this one underneath my loop to see whether or not this is a repunchment mark and what that is. Not exactly sure. And it's not coming off. I'm not sure what that is. There's a spot right in the sweet spot where the RPM would show. I'll have to put this under the big scope to tell whether or not it's one of the RPMs. Or actually, if I see... No, it's definitely not one of the RPMs because of these markers right here. You got these 2 die scratches. We know those 2 die scratches belong to the die that is not an RPM. So we know this is not an RPM. Thank you, Jessica. I'll take a look at it and let you know. But we've got Jessica's auction coming up on Sunday. That's tomorrow. 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And she's going to have a lot of nice coins available. Then Tuesday evening starting at 8 p.m., I'm getting ready for the largest box lot sale I've ever had, where we will go through as many boxes as I can possibly sell in a 2-hour period of time. But I'll have close to 100 boxes built that we'll have the opportunity of getting to sell. You guys don't want to miss this if you like going through rolls. It's definitely going to be worth attending if you like going through rolls. Then the following week, I go back to doing a singles sale, where I'll be selling single coins again. And then I may or may not flip right back over and do another roll sale the week after that. Right now, kind of unsure as to how much I'm going to put up for sale and when. That would kind of come out in the wash, one way or the other. Another RPM there. This one's from Mark Plummer. Another RPM number 1. For those of you just joining me, will be able to see a little button on the left side of the lower serif. And that little button is an extra lower serif. That makes this a repunchment mark. This repunchment mark and the condition these coins are coming out in is worth anywhere between $50 and $80. They sell for pretty decent money. So this is another one of the RPMs. It belongs to Mark Plummer. Congratulations, Mr. Plummer. How many RPMs so far? Well, let's count them up and find out. These are all the RPM coins I've pulled out so far. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulled out 8 RPMs so far. We're only up to coin number 36. And that coin will belong to Jeff Stanley. Well, Jeff Stanley already has 1 RPM in this roll. Does he have another one? Yes, sir, he does. That he does. Now he's got 2 RPMs from this roll. RPM number 1 for 1936. Hello, Chuck Patillo. All right, Jeff Stanley has himself another one of the RPM number 1s here. So that's coin number 36. So we got coin number 32, 35, and 36 are all RPMs. We're up to a point where we're pulling them out just about every other coin now. Let's see Adam Chambers' coin. Adam Chambers gets coin number 37. That also is an RPM. It's coin number 37 now, which is another one of the RPMs. And to anyone who is not already registered to bid in our auctions, you would need to be registered to bid in our auctions to purchase spots in these rolls, because we use the same databank of people and email addresses to send the invoices, regardless of what you purchase. So, in order to purchase from us, basically, whether it be an auction or not, you have to be registered with us. And to do that, it's free. All you have to do is send your YouTube screen name, your real name, and your PayPal email address to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Here's Mr. Marshall. And Mr. Marshall breaks the streak. Not an RPM on this one. So this is yet a different die because it also doesn't have those die scratches below the O of God. Alright, this one's going to be a normal coin. It's going to go to Mr. Marshall. It is a nice gem coin, though. And Marshall gets the next coin too. So maybe we go right back into RPMs. Not for this coin. Not an RPM on this one. This one has the die scratches. So we know we have at least 3 different dies in this roll. If we get to a point where there's enough interest to purchase all the way through another 1936S roll, I would be happy to reveal it. Sissy Atwell. Sissy Atwell gets the next coin in the roll, and it is an RPM. This is one of the 1936S RPM number 1 coins. There's a little bit of a woody effect going on here. A few stripes that I can see of color. Oh, a lot of woody stripes going on the reverse side. We've got some color shift toning happening here. It's nice. The coin is still a full red gem coin. Really nice. Just not quite as bright as one of the high gem coins. But it is one of the RPMs nonetheless. And now Wild Bill. Wild Bill comes out next, and he does get one of the RPMs. Hello, Carabelle. I notice you because you are the only person who is not already blue in here, and I have just made you blue. Have to make people blue whom I trust to be in here because the trolls will not get blue names and they will be kicked out. We have suddenly developed a problem with trolls. So it's one of those things you deal with when you have a channel. So that is an RPM. Here's coin number 42. We'll go to Mr. Marshall. Let's see if coin number 42 turns out to be an RPM. And it does not. I'm skipping all around Mr. Marshall here. It's got the 2 die scratches under the O. And this one turns out to be a normal coin. Yeah, what it means to be blue is I have turned you into a moderator for the channel. Given that you are a moderator for the channel, that's something that the owner of the channel has to do. So I had to vet everyone who you see that has a wrench for them to be here and chat with us at this show. And people who come in who are gray, I have to decide whether or not to vet them and let them in or boot them out. If we see anyone here simultaneously in with a blue and a gray name, we know that the gray name is the troll, and I can immediately knock them out of the room and block them from the channel. That's what that's for. That was coin number 43 for Adam Chambers. Kind of uneventful for a coin, but was nice nonetheless. Let's take a look at coin number 44 for Wild Bill. And what does Wild Bill turn up with? It is not an RPM. Still got a little die scratch under the 1 of the date. Is that also, yeah, that's also the same one that's got the 2 die scratches up higher. Blaine, you have a great evening. I'll talk to you later, brother. And that's that for there. Coin number 44. Down in history. Coin number 45 now. For Adam Chambers. Let's take a look at coin number 45 and see what it is. It is an RPM. That is one of the RPMs. Nice, nice surfaces. Look at the color. Oh, the color just, iridescent color just pops on that. It's really cool. It kind of looks brown, and when you turn it just right, it changes colors. Very nice. Spike Ted Die Crack, you have a great evening, sir. If it turns out, we will be doing a 1955S roll tomorrow, and I'll be finding a 1956S roll to do, but those rolls are already sold out. And if it turns out that we happen to get people interested in the 1937S roll, we can open it tomorrow as well. Otherwise, it will pop off to next week. I'll get you guys some photographs of some of the amazing coins that have come out of other rolls that were in this hoard. Let's see if you make a decision to purchase at that point in time. The only reason these are so expensive is because so many of the coins are very nice that are coming out of these rolls. Very high quality coins. All right, Mr. Marshall again, and did not get an RPM. Mr. Marshall has not achieved an RPM out of this roll, and I think he had 4 spots. All right, that's coin number 46. He might have had 5 spots. I don't know. I think I've already passed through 4 of them. Farm Dog. Farm Dog gets coin number 47. Hello, Penny Saver Cash, Roy Johnson. Go ahead and put you in moderator status. This one is not one of the RPMs. Flip it over and take a look at the other side. All right, nothing else there. That's coin number 47 for Farm Dog. Coin number 48 now. Got 3 coins left in the roll. Joe McBride. Joe McBride on coin number 48 will get not an RPM. This is not one of the RPMs. He did have one of the RPMs earlier. He is one of our lucky participants to get one of the nice coins. The RPMs, I've seen them bring as much as $60, $70, $80. That's coin number 48. 2 coins left, folks. Only 2 left. This is coin number 49 for Silver Nitrate. And Silver Nitrate will get an RPM. This is one of the RPMs right here. So that only beefs up our odds a little bit better. We'll find out when we get to it. Very nice coin. And this is one of the RPMs. Silver Nitrate is a proud owner of a 1936S. RPM number 1. And the last name in the bag, and it is indeed the last name in the bag, will go to Midnight Silver Run. Midnight Silver Run will get the end toner. At the obverse of the coin was inside the roll and is an RPM. So this is one of the RPMs, coin number 50. We didn't know it though, because this coin was flipped obverse inside, and this is the reverse. A little bit brown, but it's got color. If you look at it, back up and look at it, it's got some pretty nice color. But the obverse of this coin is nice and bright red. So that's Midnight Silver Run's RPM. Now I can go through and count the total count of RPMs in this roll. Last one was 15. So this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It couldn't have been more perfect. We've got 15 RPMs in this roll. There were 15 RPMs in the last roll. And there is one remaining roll that we can go through if we want to see if we can find 15 more RPMs. For sure. There's a chance of that. So there we go. 15 RPM number 1. We've got another 35 normal coins that are all decent BU coins, some of them nice gems. The next reveal that we're going to have will be tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be doing the 1955S special that came out of the reveal from yesterday. It was 1962D, I believe, reveal where I sold the 1955S coins that we have here in this roll. That'll be tomorrow. And who knows, I might just pop up and start selling coins out of rolls at that reveal. You never know. You'll have to tune in and pay attention. We'll see if we might not have another roll available tomorrow at the 1955S reveal show. Sissy Atwell, I thought you told me you wanted one of each, the 36S and 37S. That's what I gave you. One each of the 36 and one of the 37S. So that roll is being pushed for next week because we did not sell all the spots in the roll. So let me check again to be sure of what I did bill you for here. Make sure of it here. Yes, you got a 36S, which is the one you got in this roll. Then you got a 37S, which will be what you will get as soon as we do open that one. Then you got 3 of the 1955S for tomorrow. Jared, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Feudal Hurts, I didn't see you come in. Okay, Raymond Long, you'll take one of the 37S. Let's see. Let me see how many of those I have left. I've got 16 left right now. So if you want one of them, give them to you at $25 a piece. Anybody who wants one of those can speak up now. And, well, if I can manage to sell another, how many do I have? 16? If I can manage to sell another 12, then we'll go ahead and open the roll tomorrow. I've got you in for one, Raymond. All right, Penny Saver Cash, Roy Johnson. I've got you in for one. I do believe I have you. Let me make sure that I've got you registered. I think I've got you registered. Let me make sure I've got you registered in here before we leave today. So, okay. I do have your email address, so I'm good. So I've got fewer spots remaining in the 37S roll, but not enough yet to call the shot on it. I'll get you guys invoices here momentarily. I don't know, Techstar, whether or not I'll be able to get the 37S roll done tomorrow. If I don't do it tomorrow, it will happen next Wednesday. You too, Paula. You have a great evening, too. And so that's what we've got. That's how much we've got and what we've got. I've got other rolls coming up for next week. I'm going to start creating the show spots for those for next week, and we'll sell them after the box lot sale Tuesday evening. There'll be a 1959D roll, a 1971 Philadelphia roll. There'll be a 1947D roll. There'll be a 1960D roll, 1958D, 1949S, and 1973D. The 37S spots are $25 per coin. Okay, Rudy, I've got you for 2 of the 1937S. I do appreciate it. Let me get your name typed in here real quick. All right, then. Now, what do we have left? 12 spots left. Yeah, I need to sell at least 8 more. All right, Jessica, you have a great night. I'll message you later. Carabelle checking her coin book. Hello, Ezekiel. Okay, you'll take one of the 37S's. All right, thank you. I've got you in there. Carabelle will take one, thank you. Go Wi-Fi, I can put you in for 2. Yes, sir. Hey, Madding. How you doing? Haven't seen you here in a while. I'll have to moderate you so that we can know that you're a real person. And William Cresson, I will moderate you so that we know you are a real person. Madding, $25 a spot, sir, on the 1937S. I take it upon advisement that those are extremely nice coins. So they should be very nice coins come out of that roll. It was a roll that was stored together with this 1936S roll, and I'm sure the people who saw this show will let you know that these coins were also in very good condition. Very nice coins. I know it's been a while. I hope everything's going well with you and your family, and I hope everything's safe where you are. I'm down to absolutely having to sell 4 more spots to be able to open this 1937S roll tomorrow. I have 8 spots available. I can have 4 spots free. Those will be house spots, and the house will just take the coins. Okay, Rudy, I appreciate it. You'll take another one. And Go Wi-Fi takes 2 more. I appreciate it. And Ryan Felba will take 1 more. That brings us down to a point where we can actually open the roll tomorrow. So I will schedule the show for 7 p.m. tomorrow. Is that right? 7 p.m. Yes. 7 p.m. Let's do 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Chuck Patillo. Chuck Patillo, take an extra one. I appreciate it. Thank you. Jeeping John, they're $25 a piece. These are 1937S out of an original roll. Okay, matting, I'll get you 2 of them. Okay, and Techstar. That sells the rollout right there. Got nothing left. They're all sold out. We will open the roll tomorrow. There you go, William Crescent. It's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. The 55S roll. Let me update my list here. Got a list of everything I've been working on. So let me update my list and get things straight with you guys here real quick before we end this broadcast. You'll at least know when we're going to broadcast tomorrow. So I have a 1956D makeup roll on another roll that we opened. I didn't like the quality of the coins, so I told everyone they were going to get a free roll. And I'm going to make that up. I have to go back and figure out which reveal number that was. But that's a makeup roll. And I'll do that at noon tomorrow. And then we'll do the 1955S roll at, let's say, noon, 2:30. So we could do that at 2:30 and be done with that by the time Jessica's auction starts at 4. This is all Eastern Time. Everything here is Eastern Time. And then the 1937S roll will open at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'll put all this out so that you guys can take notes on this. Let me get the coins out of the way here. Get my keyboard. Sorry, I'm not talking to the microphone here. I'm talking to myself. Okay, so now we've got 1956D makeup roll going to be scheduled tomorrow at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We have a 1955S roll. That was sold 2 days ago. And that will be at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow. 2:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then the 1937S roll. We just finished selling out. Will be at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. 1956D makeup roll at noon. 1955S roll will sell at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, or it'll be opened at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Then Jessica will have her auction at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then 4 hours later, we'll open the 1937S roll. That should give her plenty of time to do the auction and to get us ready and prepared to open the 1937S roll. And then hopefully over the next couple of days, I will be able to finish working those reveals, work all of the reveals for this week, so that I can at least make an attempt to send out all of the reveals that we've got by Tuesday. And then Tuesday, we will have a large box sale. Box sale will be nearly 100 boxes, small flat rate priority boxes stuffed full of rolls, already shut, so we can't combine anything other than one box you'll pay $8 shipping, 2 boxes you'll pay $14 shipping, and anything more than 2 boxes you will pay $14 shipping. That's for priority shipping, so you get priority small flat rate or you'll get priority medium flat rate. And if you happen to buy 10 or 15 boxes, that $14 will cover you all the way through. So that's how that'll work. And do we have any other questions or comments prior to my shutting this particular broadcast down so that I can get on to the rest of the work for the evening? I definitely appreciate everyone showing up tonight. I've seen people I haven't seen in a couple of months, and I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate it when you guys check in with me once in a while, so at least I know that you're okay. Even if you're not going to buy anything, check in with us. I'm not seeing anyone else right now coming in saying anything, so I'm going to go ahead and work on getting this done, finished, and I'm going to make the flip inserts for these 1936S's this evening so that we can get these out quickly. And I appreciate it, everyone. Jared O, let me check and see if we got the registration. This is an email address I don't normally go to very often because the people who help me are the ones who generally go to this email address. Let's see. Check it. I do not have anything from you yet. Unless you've already sent it. Did you just send it today? Night Farm Dog. And thank you, Carabelle. Kevin Speaks. Here, let me make sure to give you the email address again. It's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Isn't that nice, Jeff Dunn? It's really cool. I think it's a nice program. I like to be able to give people the the credit for these coins because it's really cool. It's just a really nice thing. Thanks again, Go Wi-Fi. Ezekiel, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later too. Not seeing anything under the email yet. Let me check my let me check the junk folder to be sure it didn't go into the junk folder. It did. Oddly enough. Okay, so Jared, I do have your information here. Okay, I've got your information. Somehow it went into the spam folder, but I took it out of the spam folder and reported it as not spam, so it makes it easier for me to receive email from you next time. So we definitely got you ready to go. See you tomorrow, Rudy. And Jared, I've got you registered, so I appreciate it. Okay, everybody, take care. I'll see you tomorrow, starting at noon Eastern Time. Be safe.